of the next few years will be public finances, but it will play into the debate on the Constitution. So the Constitution will be a big issue for sure, there's no doubt about that. But I think the overarching question of how we finance our public services is going to be the key driving force. So it's going to be a very different, I think, constitutional debate than that which we've had in the past. I think the question will be, how can independent Scotland, how can Scotland with more powers perhaps, manage public finances and indeed provide better services. We've got major challenges, not just in terms of the lack of public finance, we've got demographic change, ageing population, all of these things that need to be addressed. And indeed, the Christie Commission yesterday reported and elaborated on some of these themes in its report published yesterday, which I think is a very important first stage in a process of debate.
And we've had the MSPs and the local heroes who we were talking about earlier. Here now we can see Sheboom, who are women drummers, and they're making their way down there. Tom, it's to be a little bit less serious for a while, because I feel I'm dragging the tone down every time I make you talk about constitutional change.
Well, this is a day of celebration.
Absolutely, absolutely. When you see the mix that we've got here, we've got children, we've got all sorts of people taking part. Again, what kind of interaction do you think this Parliament wants to have with the voters?
Well, obviously it wants to be seen to have absolute connectedness with the voters, and you know, looking at the website of the Scottish Parliament, I think they have achieved that in so many different ways, particularly electronically. But this is supposed to be symbolic, and you know, thinking about the old riding, the late 17th century riding, where a tiny elite marched down what we now call the Royal Mile, who were the members of Parliament. You know, probably less than 0.5% of the Scottish population representative. And I think the modern Scottish Parliament is, in a sense, it's trying to outdo Westminster in terms of that connectedness with the people. But until it starts to decide on matters of really significant importance and grab people's attention and motivate people to be concerned with some of these debates, then I don't think it will actually succeed in that. And that's why the next few years are going to be very fascinating in that respect, even exciting, because apart